Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we have a community replay sent in by G-Man. I will leave a link to his channel down in the description below. Make sure you guys head over there, give him a shout out. Also say thank you for him sending this ridiculous gameplay. It's probably going to be the most ridiculous game that you're ever going to see out of the Alaska. First things first, Cleveland spotted, angled slightly, takes the shot and lands a Citadel right off the bat. Hits two shells, one of them is a Citadel, 12,700 damage. This is going to be one of the more ridiculous games in the Alaska you are ever going to see, and that I can promise you. Now, he's got a broadside Worcester out here, so he's going to reach out and touch him as well. And we don't need to guess how this is going to end up. There's another Citadel. So we're at two Citadels and 23,000 damage in two shots. Then he's got an angled Mino out here who's just begging for it, so he's going to take a shot at the Mino. Now, I would expect him to get spotted here, but apparently he's just far enough outside of the smoke firing penalty of the Alaska to get away with it. He gets another Citadel, so he's fired the guns 3 times. He's got 3 Citadels. And he does have a radar, and he does overmatch the Mino. So I would expect him, as he gets a little bit closer, to think about potentially punching that radar. Though it looks like he's going for the blind fire on the Mino. How's this going to end up? I mean, that's not the greatest accuracy in the world, but he gets another Citadel. So 4 shots in, 4 Citadels, 48,000 damage with an average of 12,000 damage a shot. Good lord. This is insane. But again, these are all cruisers, so you would expect them to get punished here. And then the Minos fires his guns again, like, surely I won't get caught again. Well, you're wrong, Sunshine, because he does it again. He's got another Citadel. How many Citadels can we get in this match? Place your bets down in the comments below. If you're just going to sit here, how many Citadels are you going to end up with? Now, obviously, we're radared by the Cleveland. G-Man goes ahead, throws up his radar. He's in range of the Mino, which is beautiful. And he finishes him off with another 2 Citadels. Takes us up to 7 total and 80,000 damage so far. Torpedoes, obviously, from the Mino, but we're protected from the island. The Worcester has moved up into the smoke of the Mino, but he's over-angled. He's just begging for it. Now, if G-Man grabbed the range right there, he gets 2 more Citadels on the freaking Cleveland. Or the Worcester. This guy is just Citadeling every single shot. Every shot. If you're dumb enough to sit there over-angled against a freaking Alaska, you deserve everything that you get. So, here you can see he's ranging him up again. He's trying to figure out exactly where the enemy Worcester is. But the smoke screen's going to be running out. You can see it's starting to dissipate from the left to right. So any moment, this Worcester's going to get lit up again. And you can see G-Man's waiting for it. And there it is. He gets lit up. He's got the shots. Absolutely beautiful grouping. And again, another Citadel. 5 full penetrations. Down he goes. He gets set on fire twice. He goes ahead, uses his damage con. And now he gets to breathe a little bit. We're at 10 Citadels and 120,000 damage in less than 4 minutes. Just think about that. 4 minutes and 120,000 damage with 10 Citadels. Then he sees the Yami out there. He takes a shot. Now, this shot is not going to be a bug. It's a visual bug, but these shells went through the island, so that's why they're going to splash into where the Yami was, but not actually do any damage. So that's a visual glitch. It's been around for all of eternity. Wargaming has said that that's a glitch that they're not going to be able to do anything with. It's also on PC, I believe, as well. It's just one of those gremlins that has been around forever and they can't seem to do anything with. However, he takes another shot, and this time he gets another Citadel, this one on a Yami at range. Like, what? What is this man's RNG? I gotta get me some of it. Hey, G-Man, let me know down in the comments below, how excited were you at this point? Because I would be losing my god-darn mind. This is literally the most ridiculous gameplay of an Alaska I've ever seen. Now here you can see Yami's behind the island, so he's pushing up. He's going to be thinking about flanking the Cleveland, who's in the Bravo cap. Cleveland is pushing up on our destroyer that's behind an island. And our battleship buddy that's next to us is kind of being a little too timid. So G-Man takes it upon himself to start pushing out. He's using the island to mask himself from the Yami. And he's got a potential look at a Kansas over there, which would be another potential nasty hit. But Kansas just outside his range. Cleveland's in a position where he should be removed any moment. He's got no health left. The carrier's coming over top. And Alaska manages to finish off Cleveland. Now, Yami has pushed up. G-Man finds himself in a good position to wait for the Yami to make a mistake here. Now, honestly, if G-Man had continued to push around that left side and got around the island on this Yamato, I think he would actually have done a better job here of dealing with this Yamato a little bit quicker. You got to try to set up the crossfire, and unfortunately, our dumb battleship captain is just sailing broadside to a Yami right now. I don't have any idea what he's thinking, but G-Man trying to help out his buddy. He gets shots into the upper side plating of the Yami, gets a couple of pins. Our battleship definitely just got punished. Parsifal manages to take out the Lexington already, which is kind of ridiculous. But you can see G-Man's like, nah, I ain't playing that game. Now, he is shooting for the cheek shot on the Yami, and he gets a couple of pins, which is honestly surprising. Getting the penetrations at this angle on a Yami is a bit ridiculous for an Alaska. Now, through the rear, I definitely can see that, but from the front, that's a much harder shot for an Alaska to get through, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of impressed. I didn't think he'd get through at this steep of an angle on the bow side plating, but he does fire one shot into the island, unfortunately. Now he's got his guns offset in terms of reload. Is he gonna wait for his gun to reload before he fires both sets, or is he just gonna take it? Now here, we know we get overmatched from this Yami, but we're anticipating him using the enemy battleship, but nope, Yami decides he wants to shoot us, and that's gonna leave a mark. He does get a nice hit, but we get a better hit on the Yami. Now again, this is a situation where you don't really want to put yourself. If you're bow into a Yami and anything other than a Frederick de Grossa or a Grossa Kurfürst, you're gonna have a bad time. G-Man knows this, so he's moving out. The Yami starts looking at the battleship. He has to respect the crossfire, and it comes down to who's got the bigger guns, the Alaska or the battleship. He chooses the battleship, obviously, so he starts working on the battleship. Now, this is the point at which G-Man needs to start pushing forward and deal with that. However, he can't. Did we not see the Lexington die just a minute ago? I could have swore we saw that the Parsifal had killed the Lexington, but no. Lexington's still very alive over there. Now, G-Man obviously didn't want to push out initially because the Kansas was on his left, but now he is being focused by the Yami, gets a 10,500 damage shell through the bow. The battleship is gone, so he kind of missed his opportunity here to rush the Yami, so he ends up reversing away, using the island, again, waiting for his teammates to help him. He doesn't have to do everything alone. And getting somebody else to get the attention of the Yamato is actually going to come in real handy. It'd be real nice if our carrier come over and help. I mean, we do have a Parsifal, but Parsifal's got his hands full right now. He's got a battleship and it looks like a cruiser right in front of him. Our Parsifal has decided not to start moving. G-Man reverses, noticing that the Lexington is in range, has AP loaded. The Lexington is slightly angled, so this could easily be Citadel territory. And at this point, we're seeing that G-Man is actually doing the right thing here, getting a nice shot, or getting the Yami to push forward and come around the island. We've talked about this many a times. There is nothing worse in a Yami than charging around a corner when you know somebody's there. Because what ends up happening is you over-angle when you're coming around the corner and everything can go through your bow side plating and Citadel the absolute snot out of you. So that's the game that G-Man is currently playing. Lexington's very low health. The destroyer could easily just kill him with one shot at this point if the destroyer was close enough to shoot him. Yami is YOLOing in, thinking he's thinking, oh, I'm the Yami, I can handle a frickin' cruiser at this range, right? Like, I'll just rush this guy and it'll be over. And if he comes around angled well, that's exactly what's gonna happen to G-Man. However, if he doesn't come around angled well, G-Man's gonna punch through that bow and Citadel the snot right out of him. Oh, didn't get the Citadel there, and right now G-Man's clinching hard. He's clinching hard, he's going to take the hit, he knows it, and that's the most accurate salvo you're ever going to get out of a Yami at this kind of range. But G-Man knows it's game on. He can't survive another hit like that. And he knows Yami's going to be trying to angle, so again he rushes. He's got to go through that bow side plating. There he picks up a Citadel. He's going to get the other gun loaded quickly. His rear guns are not in a position to get fired. He does get the second shot off. He gets another Citadel. Is he going to get around the guns or is he going to die? Come on! G-Man gets around the guns just in time. He's got the rear guns on target, and he manages to take down the Yami. Holy mother of God. Did that Yami screw that engagement up. Now, don't get me wrong. G-Man played that really well. And he manages to survive. Fire goes out, leaving him with 1,786 HP left and a dream. Now, there's still a Kansas out here, and it is anybody's ballgame. Anytime you got a Kansas left, this is low. There's low health everywhere. The Destroyer's low health. The Alaska's low health. The Carrier's probably low health. He's been having people all over him this entire time. Carrier's running for his friggin' life. You can't blame him. And so G-Man's going to try to put himself in a position where hopefully the Carrier's spotting will allow him to get some crossfires without putting himself in any sort of danger. That's the goal. Or at least that's the only thing I can figure is the goal. Now, look at the damage done. G-Man has 14 Citadels, 3 kills, and 232,000 damage done in this lobby. What? Dude, do not sleep on Alaska, guys. I'm telling you, it is disgustingly good. I'll take Alaska over Stalingrad any day of the week. Stalingrad's a solid ship, but Stalingrad is just too one-dimensional. And when you get caught in Stalingrad, you pay for it. Usually going back to port in one oopsie. Whereas Alaska gets away with it more often than not. Alaska will survive some of the dumbest stuff you've ever seen in your life. Like, Alaska will go broadside to a battleship at close range and survive because of overpins. And it doesn't make any sense, but that's just the way it happens. Now, G-Man here, I understand what he's doing. I just don't think that he thought about this, because he's going to put himself behind the island. The shells all run into the island. One shell and a dream gets through. Come on, are we going to get a hit? Come on. Oh, it looks good. It's tracking. Center of mass, and we pin the torpedo protection, but no damage. So, yeah, hate to see it, but either way, a great game from G-Man. And G-Man is actually going to go around the island again and try to put himself in a position where he can intercept this Kansas, sorry. The USS Black is pushing forward, trying to get some torpedoes out on Kansas. And at this point in the Kansas, you gotta realize that you're done. Like, there is only so much you can do. And sure, you've got a puncher's chance here, obviously. Nobody has any health, but you're up against a carrier who's not going to show himself. You've got an Alaska out here who's probably not going to show himself. And you have a destroyer hunting you as well. And the carrier's just going to keep trying, and there's torpedoes on the way, and those actually look pretty freaking good. G-Man, again, comes around the corner. He shoots through the island. He's got the shells on the way. Is he going to get a hit? I don't know. I don't know. He does! He scores another Citadel! What was that? All right, I'm calling it. There's hacks involved, G-Man. Hacks, I'm calling it. But no, that was a ridiculous game. Thank you, G-Man, for sending that in. If you guys enjoyed this and you guys want to be part of the community replays, make sure you guys send me your community replays. It's got to be a full game. It's got to be. It's got to have all of the information in the title. 235,000 damage, 4 kills, 84 targets hit, 15 Citadels, top of the leaderboard with 3,550 base XP. Good God, ridiculous. So GG to G-Man. Thank you for sending it in, my man. And also, for those of you who are interested, I have started a second YouTube channel that is going to be a journal for my my fitness journey, my weight loss journey, doing my workouts and stuff like that over there. I will leave a link pinned in the comment below to today's video if you guys want to check that out. I would appreciate any support you guys are willing to give me on that regard. And if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.